Good afternoon, London. My name's Hina, and I am coming to you from the Master Shah Dow Center here in London with a very special show for you today. Now, as you all know, and especially our new participants, the Master Shah Dow Center here in London is a beautiful center where we teach people how to do self-healing techniques, or if they have any challenge in life, like relationships, finances, we teach the teachings of Dr. and Master Jigong Shah to other people. And eventually, we want them to be empowered and do this for themselves. So today, I have a very special guest. We actually have one of the lead teachers for the center, Natalie Schöpflin. So welcome, Natalie, and thank you so much for taking your time to be with us for today's show. So Natalie, quick question. So as I mentioned earlier, the center shows people self-healing techniques, teaches the wisdom, the practices of Dr. Shah, and we also do something called soul readings. Can you explain for our newer friends who are not familiar with us, what is a soul reading?
Yes. So thank you, Hina, and welcome everyone. So, soul reading is really something very special because it's a special technique we can connect from heart to heart, soul to soul to receive an answer. So like Master Shah teaching in his teachings that everyone and everything has a soul. You see the flowers has a soul, like of course Hina and I have a soul, the dogs, the pets, like really everything. Also the calligraphy behind me. And so like when we in daily life communicate with each other, we communicate on a certain level from our perspective of what we know, of what we think things should be. That can work very well if you're aligned, or there can be a lot of issues. And often there are things happening and we really have no idea what's going to happen. That can be in relationships, or when we are sick, there's maybe not always a solution. We're wondering, where is it coming from? So it's very hard to get an answer from the mind. So what we do is with the soul readings, we ask for higher guidance, to know a little bit what's in the background, what's happening behind, what more is to know. And that can truly bring a shift or a change and healing, but it can also bring a big release. If questions get answered, you were always looking for an answer and couldn't find.
And I know that's a beautiful service because so many of us live our everyday life kind of on automatic, and we don't really know who to go for the higher wisdom and advice, or try to figure out the situation in our life. So we have two very special guests who are kind enough to let us demonstrate what is a soul reading. So our first guest is Dave, and he had a question about health. So welcome, Dave. Let us hear your question.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much. I have some issues with since September last year, with my right leg. It's the lower part of my leg, and the pain is inside. And during the day, my leg swells, and sometimes the pain goes and comes back. And when I do practice, forgiveness practice also, I feel the pain. And my question is, what could this pain means? How can I fix it? Can I fix it? That are two questions, I think.
That's fine. That's a very good point, because we also say every pain has a message. You can see that's a message for something. So that's a good point. Also, let me ask, did you check with the doctors already if there's something? Do you have already, or did you do anything already?
No.
Okay.
I'm not no.
Yeah, so just wanted to know. Okay, so what we do now, like right with the readings, we never give a diagnosis or anything. We just connect on the spiritual level. We ask, what's the message here? Yeah, what's here? Why is that pain coming up? So since September, it's already about 4 months, right? So that's quite some time. So what I will do now, I will connect. So I always check which soul is going to come to deliver a message. And then from this higher soul to ask, okay, what's happening for Dave? What's the message here? So everyone who's watching, also Dave, everyone can close your eyes And we have also Hina here. She can also observe with her third eye, right? See if she gets any images of what's happening. So what I'm seeing is your soul wanted to give a message. So our soul is also a higher being with a higher frequency vibration. Just when I connected, right away I felt Dave's soul. So I will ask her for a message, his soul, like the soul. And I will now connect with the soul of Dave with the soul song. Hey, ya, hey, yo. Hey, ya, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, ya, yo. How dear Dave, this is your soul speaking. You were in a past life a very special soul who had certain abilities in healing and transforming other people's lives. You used the power of Mother Earth and heaven. You were quite connected and you had a beautiful channel where this healing energy came through. But sometimes the people you were helping had quite heavy negative information. And sometimes this affected you. It affected you in the way that you got angry or upset because you didn't really know what was happening. The anger was a result of a kind of frustration that you couldn't reach out to higher levels to bring the higher healing. This caused some heavy information negative in your heart and on the soul level because this prevented you of aligning deeper with your soul's purpose. In this lifetime, it's coming back as a message through your leg and telling you whenever you're doing your healing work, whenever you're planning to bring your service out for Mother Earth and other people, to stay very grounded and connected in your heart and soul. When you feel this pain coming up in your leg, then you just check, where am I not aligned right now? Just pause, feel the pain and check in. What is in this moment happening? What maybe happened right before? And then you can do a small forgiveness practice to release more of this old information, to align more and more with your soul's purpose. This is why I'm, your soul, are talking today to you. I want you to know how much I love you, how much I support you, and how much I want that you reach these higher layers of frequencies which you are desiring. You're meant to go this path. Don't give up. Don't feel frustrated again. Just take this message lovingly in your heart and soul, and then you just apologize whenever you are not aligned. This is a message for everyone watching, because there are times we are not aligned. We are not in our middle. We are not centered. We are not grounded. And we easily trap into these emotions, anger, frustration, or worries. It's a sign for us to stop with these negative thinking. It's to really see the light as bright shining in each and everyone. Feel that light now for one moment. Hey, ya, 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 hey, yo. Hey, ya, ya, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, very lightful soul you have. I could feel the light. Maybe before you share, did you see something or feel something?
as soon as you said Dave's soul wants to talk, is Dave's soul's coming through. What I saw was basically like a man figure, and I think it was on his left leg. He had like a bandage around his lower leg, and he had kind of like a crutch. And basically, it's from those lifetimes where you took on more negativity, and it's basically it said with the image was the two messages. Number one, to let go of all that pain and frustration. I think Natalie mentioned frustration, to let go of the pain and frustration from those experiences. And number two, as Natalie was saying, the message, the soul himself was unwrapping the bandage kind of, signifying, look, I'm ready to let go. It's time to let go, Dave. It's time to forgive yourself. And it was a very self-empowering message that you can do it. You can unwind yourself, quantum entangle yourself from the information that is causing the message to show up in this way. So it was a beautiful image. It was a beautiful message as well. The two messages, let go and self-empowerment. Your soul's ready for it, and you just got it. Now that you've gotten this beautiful reading by Natalie, just go forth with it.
Wow, thank you. Beautiful, Hina. Dave, how do you feel?
Yeah, thank you, my dear soul. Also, thank you, Hina. And
Dave, we cannot hear you, I think. Are you
no?
muted? Okay, now.
No, I don't. Okay,
We
now?
hear you, yeah. Yes.
So, first, thank you, dear soul, and also Natalie and Ina for these were important words for me. I feel lighter, a lot of emotions, and I recognize it, the words, in my life today, and I feel the power. And it's important for me to hear also. I heard you have the power. Go do the forgiveness and foundation.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you for coming on, also sharing with us. And we have your soul visit wisdom, right, for everyone. And like Dave shared, the forgiveness, forgiveness, like for everyone watching, it's just a small practice everyone can do. We ask the source of forgiveness we have hurt or harmed. And we forgive also. So that's a way of really releasing negative information. And that's something we can do in our daily life. Yeah. And then we get back into the alignment. Yeah. And also together in the light of our own soul. Thank you, Dave. Very grateful. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Dave. And we're going to go on to our second demo. Now we're going to bring on Eve, who has a question about relationships. So Eve, can you please come on and tell us your question for Natalie?
Yes, hello. First of all, I'm very, very grateful to you, Natalie and Hina, and also to Johannes, and of course, the Divine Taoist Source. And my question is, I quit someone 6 months ago, and I don't know if it was a good idea or a mistake. I think it was a good choice, but I'm not sure. So this is my question, is about loving relationship.
Yes. So I want to say that's a really brave question, like also to put out here, and someone opening the heart and soul and being able to hear this message, like we are still live on Facebook. I think it's really amazing, I said it's great because I like, I said, we both said, that's a message like maybe many will relate to. Also, sometimes in daily life, we ask, did I do the right thing? Was it wrong? And we keep on being with our mind hanging in the situation. So that can really affect us. Yeah, so good question. So I will just now totally connect. So, in general, we don't give guidance if you leave someone or not. That's also not a question, right? It's also about, okay, what to do now, how to handle it. So at the end, like these decisions, like we always do by our own, but soul readings are there to support, to find the right way, just to explain. So I will just connect. So I get for you right away, Guan Yin is here. Guan Yin is a compassion Buddha, and she's a very beautiful female saint, and she's here to support. So I will connect to her. And also, again, everyone, you can close your eyes. When I'm connecting, you saw like this Dave saw, also the soul, the light shining out now, to everyone we are connecting. And so you can just receive that message. Okay, connecting now for Eve with Guan Yin. Hey, ya, 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 hey, yo. Hey, ya, ya, yo. How, dear beloved Eve, this is Guan Yin speaking. You are a beautiful soul, and you have a lot of heat in your heart. This heat is often causing your mind to get extremely active, and this is affecting your daily life, bringing you out of balance, or making you maybe confused or not totally having clarity or knowing about the next steps. There is also past life memory in your heart which is causing to doubt your decision. This is why you cannot let just go and move on. This past life memory is from a time when you were entangled with many different souls which were part of your soul journey. These souls were very close to you. It was mainly men, and they were not just to be only a partnership. You were just very, shining soul, and you attracted a lot of people. This was causing you confusion. This energy is affecting you now, why you feel confused about your own decision. Let me send you now some light to let go of the confusion and to look clear in your heart and soul to know what's the truth. Blessings. Start. Hey ya 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 hey yo. Hey yo ya yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey ya yo. Hey yo. Hey ya yo. Hey ya yo. You're very loved and blessed. Your soul is guiding you very well. Just listen to your soul's desires, to your soul's request, and you will see step by step the heat will leave your heart and your mind will calm down, and you will see more your own beauty, your own love, your own truth. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you, love you, love you, love you. Okay, thank you, Guan Yin. Everyone, you can open your eyes, and we have Eve coming back. Okay.
So while we're waiting for Eve to return to us, I'll just share what I saw,
Yes.
which was actually really, really beautiful. Because when Guan Yin, through Natalie, said, "Let me give you a blessing for your heart." So immediately, like a smile just came to my face, because that's what Guan Yin does. She really does take away our suffering, and overthinking and being attached to a relationship that has that's gone, that's finished, is a form of suffering. It's a form of deep suffering, because we can't let go of the person. So what I saw Guan Yin do was send a lot of love and light to Eve's heart. And her heart, as Natalie was saying, had a lot of heat. So it was like a sphere of like reddish oranges and orange colors. And when Guan Yin sent her blessing, it was more cooling, and it basically transformed the color. My mind read it, saw it as a color, to like more of a calm bluish, clear, and at the end it just looked like a clear crystal, which to me makes sense when Natalie said about now you can see and communicate with your own soul to see the truth clearly, because now your heart, all that extra stuff has been removed. You can now get in touch with your heart, your soul, and see clear. So your heart is clear as long as you don't drop back into that habitual overthinking, and take the momentum and move forward with a letting go process. The suffering associated will really, really decrease. So Eve, go ahead, come back on and tell us what you feel. You just have to unmute yourself.
Yes, I can recognize everything, and this is really amazing, and everything about everything is just so true, and I feel quite emotional, and I'm quite accustomed to overthinking, and even while hearing you, I was overthinking, so I'll have to listen to the replay, and. Yes, indeed. I've been attracting a lot of people, and it's been very difficult to make some good choice about what people are positive and bringing some good energy. And I'm very grateful. And thank you, Kwan, and thank you. Love you, love you, love you.
Thank you for sharing, and definitely keep on clearing that you feel it, because it's true. Like when we attract a lot of people, or have a lot of people in our field, there come a lot of energies. And I would say you are quite a sensitive person. So just from time to time, you can always clear yourself. And I think maybe again, like many can relate, when we're going out, and especially after the lockdown, after we were all very long away, suddenly connecting more and more with each other, we are getting more confused because we got even more sensitive. Yeah, we were in our own field, own energy. So that's something also for everyone, like really this connection to the heart, feeling ourselves and allowing to let go. Again, forgiveness can help if we attract certain energies, to clear the field. I also love your sharing, like in that moment, overthinking. That's exactly what's happening, right? Like we are overthinking every moment. Thank you so much, Eve, for sharing that, with an open heart. Really, really grateful. Thank you so much. And yes, you see, soul readings come in different ways and can have different messages. And so the amazing about a soul reading is, I don't even know what's happening. So we really just connect and we ask what's happening. So like when you start to learn to give soul readings, you more function as a channel, this is a service of helping someone. It's an amazing tool, and Master Sha really developed that on a very high level of purity. And I went through his trainings and really always said, like, wow, what he is giving in the trainings to become a channel like this. Yeah, it's just amazing. It's not personal. It's really like receiving that channel and giving the messages. So we have a special event coming up. We have Hina sharing. We definitely thank Dave and Eve for coming on. It was just beautiful. Also, we see so many people were watching and giving their comments. Thank you so much for that. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, Natalie, for taking your time, for giving beautiful soul readings to both Dave and Eve. And if you were listening and really paying attention, you could totally see the shift in both Dave and Eve when they got the answers that had been plaguing their mind and them trying to figure out what's the solution, what's to do next, did I make the right choice? So soul readings is an amazing, amazing tool that Master Sha has empowered many of his teachers, pretty much all his teachers and more long-term students to give. So the Master Sha Tao Center here in London is having a complimentary soul reading session tomorrow night from 7 to 9 United Kingdom time, and the actual workshop is next weekend. So if you would like to find out more, please join us for the complimentary event from 7 to 9 p.m. tomorrow night, United Kingdom time. And I thank all the viewers of the show who made comments. Thank you, Falguni, Sunil, Anand, Susan, Word, Catherine, and more. If you know anyone who is looking for an answer in their life, who seems to be stuck, or has a specific health condition, chronic condition that they can't seem to get over, please forward this Facebook Live show or forward our contact information, our website, because the Master Sha Tao Center here in London is here to serve people. It's here to help and empower people. So please, if you know anyone that comes to mind who would benefit from this, please forward this message. If you're curious about your own life, about your spiritual life, health, emotional, mental, job, career advice, moving, there's no topic that we cannot help you with. So please get in contact with us. One last time, my name is Hina, and I thank you so much for joining me at the Master Sha Tao Center here in London, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Eve. And of course, thank you to one of our leading teachers, Natalie Schöpflin. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.